So welcome everyone, this is the Golden Horde build. 2TC we're gonna talk about. Okay, listen to me carefully, because I'm gonna tell you everything you need to do. I'm gonna show the villagers what I'm putting as well, much easier for everyone's eye. So, I'm making one of the villagers that I have from the 5 to build an Uvu. Now, many people complained about Golden Horde starting with only 5 villagers, but honestly, it's not a huge problem with them. It's the same thing with OOTD spawn with less villager as well. Golden Horde spawn with less villager as well, but let me show you the reason behind it. So one villager goes, builds the Ubu, then goes, builds the golden tent. I choose this location now, but if you don't want to that much with your villager, you could have just drop it here, drop it there, doesn't matter. Just drop down that golden tent. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it like you guys do, right? So like, let's make it a little bit beautiful as well while playing the game. So I built the golden tent here, and after that I'm going to build a gear here. Now if you are playing on sunken lands, you really need to put your TC if in a position like this. This was a really good position, but of course any position is good for your second TC, but I seen that I have deer and the 4K gold next to each other, so I decided to put here a second TC. So now I'm putting villagers on food until I reach age 8 villager on food. Then I'm sending this one villager to build a gear and send 2 villager to the closest gold I have. I'm gonna go up until I can age up, which means I'm gonna put I'm gonna have like 10 villager on food together. I'm pretty sure when I can click on the age up, and you will see the age up timing is fine for Feudal. The reason why I'm saying it's fine for Feudal with the age up timing, because as soon as you reach Feudal age with the Golden Horde, you can queue up a Batukan and a Torgud, which is insane because you are going 2TC and at the same time you have 3 knight units that can go inside the enemy base and non-stop harass or protect your second TC place. So let's say you are playing against French, right? And the French knight is coming and will try to deny your second TC, and you're like, no, you can't, because you have Batukan and the 2 Torgud, and that 3 knight unit can easily protect your base and do whatever you can. After that, you can just go to the French base and as well kill some villager while you successfully defended the second TC. And this is what I'm thinking with second TC, Golden Horde second TC. Maybe it's gonna be insanely strong, because again, what the French player can do to, you know, stop you building the second TC. Maybe Dark Age Tower Rush, maybe, but Dark Age Tower Rush also doesn't really do much. So if you are playing as a French, so he can't deny your second TC with the knights. And there's gonna be readily a civilization that can do a lot of things against you. Reason behind that, again, because you're gonna have Batukan and Torgud. Unless they are trying to destroy your Uvu, you might be in a little bit of trouble if they're trying to destroy your Uvu, because then you can't queue up your Torgud, only the Batukan, but that's still annoying against your opponent, because imagine, you can make only a Batukan, but that Batukan goes to the enemy side of the map, so it doesn't care about the spearman rush, right? Goes to the enemy side of the map and just non-stop harass his villagers while you are still gathering the wood for the second TC. If let's say you are getting tower rushed and you have 0 chance to build your second TC in a very good location like this here, because there will be most likely no chance to build here a second TC, you just, let's say, choose a wood line or a closest gold where your main TC is protecting your villagers while they are building the second TC. So now I scouted my opponent to see where his villagers might be, if he is going to get their gold, and I was like, okay, this is a perfectly good location. I'm gonna send here Batukan and the Torgus as soon as I age up. So as you see, I have 7 villagers on food. The reason for the 7 villagers on food, to make sure I can queue up the Torgud, which is going to be 120 food and I think 150 stone, if I'm correct. So you can see I have enough villager on food and I can easily age up. I remove 2 more villager from food because now I have enough food in the bank, and I queue up the Batukan, which costs 112 stone. 120 food and 160 stone. So now my food economy is amazing. 5 villager can just keep up with the gathering, and you're gonna be perfectly fine with the 5 villager on food, and just keep gathering wood until you reach the 850 wood. That's gonna enable you to build the second TC. Send out the Batukan, and listen, if your Batukan gets lower on the HP, do not worry about that, since Torgud can heal Batukan. Okay, so you don't need to wait for the Torgud to be finished, because they took 50 seconds to make, so you really don't want to stay there and wait for them, since, as I mentioned, Torgud can heal the Khan. They have the healing ability, healing salvation. As I mentioned before, Batukan is going to be really annoying, while at the same time you are gathering the wood for the second TC, harassing his villagers, causing idle time, not letting to build the multiple houses if they are playing with Malian. So now I have the wood. I selected the location again. This is a really good location. You can see gold, wood, and a deer in the back. Amazing. So Batukan received a little bit of damage. Now I'm sending back to meet up with the Torgud to make sure it will not receive further more damage. Torgud is here, and now you can easily even dive the enemy base, because as you see, Batukan has 3-3 armor and Torgud has 3-3 armor with 270 HP and Batukan on 220 HP. So they have crazy amount of HP, 10 damage with 18 charge damage. So most of the time you want to make sure your charge damage finishes. And I already managed to kill 2 of his villager. It's early game. Full early game, and look at this, maybe another one, 3 villager kill, and we are only 7 minutes into the game, and I'm so ahead with villagers, 27 villagers ahead. I'm insanely far ahead compared to him, because now I'm also on 2TC, and he couldn't finish his second pit mine. So now let's think, what should I do? Okay, I secured the deer camp here with the TC. If I can't secure it with the TC, I'm just gonna drop a TC like straight on the deer. Straight on the deer, because it's more important for you than making sure you have a TC on gold. But because I felt like this is a really good location for the TC, that's why I built it here. But if you don't have everything like this together, just put it on deer camp, you're gonna be fine with that. So now another Torgud comes out from the TC, and you can see the Khan is being healed by the Torgud. Goes up very, very slowly, but at least the HP will go up. Okay, I'm building a fortified outpost here. Building a fortified outpost is really good when you are playing with the Golden Horde, because the fortified outposts have more HP than a normal tower. They cost 150 wood and 50 stone, but it's actually worth it, because they are not just a tower, but fortified outpost is the soul and the heart of your economy and the military as well. The reason behind that, because when you are playing Golden Horde, you have the production speed edict, which gives you 20% faster production. Well, there is another one which is really good when you are getting all-ins, which is the defensive aura edict, that gives you 10% extra HP of all units. All units 10% extra HP, and let's say when you are going to the next age and your opponent is pushing into your base, they just activate the defensive aura edict, and your units are gonna be much stronger. Now there are 2 more edicts as well, which are not bad, which gives you a free Karash and the stockyard edict, which literally transforms your stockyards into English farms. You can research this in Feudal or Castle Age, but of course 800 stone, it's very expensive. So I would suggest this to use in Castle Age rather than waiting for it to get into Feudal Age. Also, a really good upgrade as well is the Khan debuff Auro, but I don't see the reason to get it in Feudal. I think most of the people wait for Castle Age, because you just make very cheap knight units, aka the Torguds. So you can see I have 4 Torgud, and the Khan. I'm charging in his base and causing economical problem while he's trying to do the same. So I already knew, so I already pre-planned everything in my head. If I go to his base, most likely he will go to my base as well. So I will need the barracks, and I need to make spearmen and protect my own base while I'm going inside his base and raiding. So he's trying to find my villagers. He will find it successfully. If you can, upgrade all the upgrades that you can. Sadly, I forgot to get the wheelbarrow in time, so a few of my villagers could not make it out alive. So he's killing a few villagers. I killed a few villagers. Both of us are killing villagers, which is good for him, good for me. But he had so many villagers idle, like almost his whole economy was so like idle for so long. Even though if I lose more villager than him, look at the villager difference. It's insanely huge. And before you say, well, he has speed mine. Yeah, I have Uvu. I have 2 of them, which gives me 120 stone per minute, which means I can make every 1.5 minute kind of. I can make a batch of Torgood, which is 2 night unit for me. So now I'm gonna make a stable as well, and I'm gonna make a Karash very soon. The reason why you need the Karash to increase the armor of all military units you have, and it's gonna be very important because archers, even though it's for some reason archers does not do extra damage against them. So I'm thinking the devs intended to do that, so the Karash doesn't receive extra damage since their HP is already low, right? It's very low, so archers doesn't do double damage against them, which is, you know, I'm fine with that because they have 50 HP, which is very, like, it's like a villager, right? So they are like villagers, just like you know, like a villager, even though it doesn't say they are workers, but you know, getting textiles as well for my villagers to make sure these raids will not kill them that easily. Now I a little bit just protecting myself around my base, and after that I'm gonna launch another huge attack on his base. I'm still way ahead with the villager numbers, and economy, as you can see, the numbers here are crazily good as well. He has much better gold economy, but for me, whatever. Building archer range as well. I have double barracks and 1 stable where I queued up Keshik because you need more and more night units. And very soon, look at this. So do not forget that you are playing Golden Horde, which means you can build walls. So if your opponent goes a little bit greedy, like let's say trying to snipe the villagers like this, he gonna sacrifice so many units, because even your opponent forgets sometimes that the Golden Horde can build walls. It's not like Mongols. So look at this. I'm trapping him. I'm doing an attack move with my villagers as well. So I might lose a few villagers, but all the Sofa and the Warrior Scout falls. So now it gives me an opening that, okay, I killed so many units thanks to the villagers. I had textiles, so they survived longer. It's time to go inside his base now and do the same thing what he did to me. I'm grouping up all my units. You can see Karash gives the extra armor. Look at that. Batukan without blacksmith upgrade. Again, I don't have blacksmith upgrade. And I get 1-1 from the Karash, which makes my Batukan into 4-4 armor. And when I get another double armor from the blacksmith ranged armor and mini armor, you can go up to 5-5. Now, why is this so crazy? So first of all, a TC garrison does 6 damage. You can research with another ranged armor to go up to 7 damage per garrison, and the base damage is 8. The garrison damage is 6, can go up to 7 in Feudal, and I will have 5 armor on my Torgood and Batukan, a 5 armor on a unit that already has 270 HP. So I will make Spearman and Kashik at home to make sure when the next raid comes, I will have some military at home. And look at this. He has 85 population. From the 85, he has 57. And now he is going to lose 2 pit mine, a pit mine that was making 108 gold per minute for him. 37 to 62 villager, because again, I'm on 2TC, do not forget that. Kashik and the Torgud and the Spearman is coming to save the villagers I have. While I'm completely destroying his base and pop capping him. So even though he is killing a few of my villagers, he can't make villagers. He has to power build some houses, but he doesn't have that much of a wood to build houses. So even though he's doing a little bit of damage to me, it doesn't matter because he can't get over of my villager population, right? He's still on 37 villager because again, he can't make houses. Look at that. He didn't have enough food. He had to move everything from here, and he is down to 40 population and lost a second pit mine. So 200 gold per minute is lost. Which means I can just freely still pumping out villagers, and he can't really use this advantage of killing a few more villagers of mine because again, he has no population. He can't build more units. He has to build 4 more houses or 5 more houses to make sure he can continue the construct of villagers. Now, I knew he lost most of the sofa, okay? So, he lost most of the sofa that was inside my base. I tried to follow down the remaining 2 sofa, which I will eventually find and kill it with the spearman I have. Now, I was thinking, if I destroy most of his houses, right? So, I'm pretty sure behind his base, he's like power building houses because he's full pop log. And also, he just lost 200 gold per minute. He can't get the gold because I see all these 3 gold mine and the rest of the gold is very, very far away from his base, right? So, I was like, all right, just go around and try to destroy these cattle ranches. Because I just received a ranged armor, which again makes my knight unit to 5 ranged armor, which makes his archer to do 1 damage even with +1 ranged damage. Okay, so even if he researches the +1 damage for his archer, he will still do 1 damage. Because I have 5, he has 6, right? 6 minus 5 is 1. So I just go around a little bit and gonna check what he has. I see his army and I decide, okay, I'm gonna just stick to the plan and I'm gonna try to kill as much as possible. But at the same time, in my base, I'm gonna keep making Torguds and I will add more stockyards. Eventually, you need to add more stockyard with towers around them. It's perfectly fine if you build like 3 or 4 more extra fortified outposts around the stockyard, because your villagers are really easy to raid, right? They are literally on the open field and you need protection for them. So building like 2 or 3 more towers, that's perfectly good. So now I'm going in. I saw that he has just a few sofa and archer, and his spearman line is not even crazy because he has only 1 spearman. If I scout him having a lot of spearmen, I would have add more archer. I don't have archer right now because I didn't see a single spearman or Musafadi warrior from him. And a lot of Karash. Because again, Karash is the chef kiss perfect meat shield that you can use. You just use it to do an extra tank for your heavy cavalry. And also they have little nice damage. They have only 6 damage with 1.38 attack speed, which is much faster than a spearman or an archer. So they are doing small little damages, but again they are not receiving damage from the archers as a bonus damage. And he calls the GG, and that's how I play the Golden Horde 2TC.